Good? All good? Smithfield Board of Aldermen meeting is now called to order. Please stand and join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands. Chuck, you guys are first on the agenda.
All right.
So next week is Public Works Week, so I want to acknowledge our Public Works staff while they're here. I know Alan let us get up in front of everybody, but.
Well, some of your public works professionals are here tonight, and I do want to thank them. This is really about the guys and I guess the men and women who treat your water, treat your sanitary sewer, maintain your roads. They're out there in the inclement weather, during nice weather, hot weather, rainy, cold. I mean, every time you turn on the water at your house, you expect it to be there. You have Tony to thank. You have Brian to thank. Every time you drive down the road and the snow's flying and the road's clear, you have Alan and Tony to thank. So I really want to thank them and I appreciate them coming tonight. Next week is Public Works Week. And if you see your public works people out in the road, give them a honk, give them a shout, tell them thank you, because it's really, these guys are the guys that do the work. I stand up here in my nice tie, but they do the work. They do all the work. And I really have to say thank you to all of them and thank you for showing up. Let me just introduce them for those who don't know him. Alan Jensen is our street division manager. Tony Turner is our street superintendent, or I guess crew leader. Tony Augustine. I knew that. Water plant operator. And Brian Gleason is one of our maintenance people in our operations in our water and sewer department. So thank you very much, guys.
Did you read who even works there? Really?
Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Alderman Hartman,
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the consent agenda? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is committee reports. Alderman Wilson.
At the planning and zoning meeting, you will see two resolutions on tonight's agenda that was moved forward from planning and zoning. There have been 13 single-family residences permits so far this year, and we were told that they just received 5 more at the end of last week. And commercial and construction is still progressing around the city.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is city administrator's report. Ms. Wagner, do you have anything to report?
Mayor, I just want to call your attention to an item related to emergency purchase. Chuck indicated during the work session, or briefly mentioned this. We continue to investigate what the fix and required fix is, as well as cost. I have authorized the repairs outlined once we know what those costs are, so we can get that going and get any parts or equipment ordered. We will then, as soon as we have that information, bring to you an acknowledgement of those emergency purchases, but we need to keep that equipment functioning at the wastewater treatment plant. The report also does include information. The 180th trail, the county improvements have been completed and linked to the trail that was completed by the city a few years back. So that is an improvement to the community. And then have also highlighted some public works projects that have been completed over the last week, and acknowledgement again of Public Works Week. So I want to thank all of our staff for that work.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is number 7. Alderman Hartman.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion for bill number 2994-23.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Shipley. Alderman Atkins. Alderman Wilson. Alderman Yulidol.
Aye.
Alderman Russell.
Aye.
Alderman Hartman. 6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance repealing ordinance section 200 regarding provisions for collective bargaining with law enforcement personnel and enacting in its place a new ordinance, section 200.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is number 8. Alderman Yulidol.
Motion to approve resolution 1217 easement vacation, Fairview North, Crossing North.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll let you pick that one. That's close. I'd say Wilson. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 1217, say aye.
All right.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is number 9. Alderman Yulidol.
Motion to approve resolution 1218 site plan 14781 North Fairview Drive.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 1218, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is public comment. First public comment, Jeff Blumker. Mr. Blumker has requested additional time, so he has up to 10 minutes for his public comment tonight.
Good evening, Jeff Blomker, 1404 Northeast 182nd Terrace. Good evening, Mayor and Board. TIF projects can be complex and difficult to fully understand. Thank you for the opportunity this evening to address you and frankly, cut through the noise and focus on some key points. We appreciate that this is an important decision and simply ask that you do your due diligence on this topic. To be clear, I and the district remain opposed to any residential TIF. As you do your homework, please ask which communities in our area have approved a residential TIF. This is not a practice you will see, as the overwhelming portion of financing comes from the school district, who relies on the property taxes to fund their important work. At the cost of $11,020 per student, adding additional students to the district through residential property while capturing the very tax dollars designed to fund those children's education puts us in a bad spot. Furthermore, by approving a TIF, this TIF as a residential TIF, it sets a dangerous precedent. And while we all agree there aren't other blighted properties in city limits, our district sits in a portion of 3 different counties with only 21% of our district boundaries falling inside the city limits of Smithville. As you well know, we are seeing significant economic growth activity on the southern edge of our district. We can't set a precedent that a straight approval of this project would create. What is also clear, though, is that the old hospital is indeed blighted, and remediation of that property is indeed a community priority. We also know that strong communities are built on strong partnerships between the school district and cities. So I'm here tonight on behalf of the district, and we're willing to come to the table and contribute to this project in a fair and equitable manner that allows us to educate our kids appropriately and that doesn't set a precedent of a residential TIF. To be clear, we believe an economic incentive package that includes up to $1.2 million in deferred taxes from the district would allow us to do our important work and allow this development to continue. We simply ask that this package be restructured with that level of commitment from the district, and those funds ideally be applied to the blight, remediation, or the commercial aspects of this project. I know it's semantics, but we need your help to ensure that this does not look like a residential TIF. That precedent is too dangerous with all the activities going on in the south, and we need your help with that. Whether that length of that incentive is 10 years or 15 years or 23 years, it doesn't fully matter, but what does matter is that we not set that precedent that the current plan that you have before you does. What is also clear is what you heard from the TIF Commission. They were very clear that as they pass this to you, the Board of Aldermen, the message was to find a workable solution. There's indeed precedent to find a solution at this point in the game, because that's exactly what we did during the Smithville Marketplace TIF. And I can tell you that because I sat right over there and I helped lead those discussions. So it is up to you, board, this time to step forward and find a workable solution. So that's what we're asking from you this evening, because that precedent exists, and that's what many of the TIF commissioners asked of you to do, and what I'm asking from you this evening. We are willing to come to the table and find a solution that enables all parties to live with the outcome. I simply ask you, do your homework, provide the leadership necessary to bring folks to the table as we did 6 years ago. The district stands ready and willing to work together to create a plan that enables the important work to proceed while protecting the interests of the party. Again, the precedent exists. I was part of it last time. It's time for the parties to sit down around the table and find a solution that works. We don't need to kill it. We need to simply get it restructured in a way that makes sense. Thank you for your leadership, and I look forward to working with you to help find that solution.
Thank you. Shauna? You're up. Just a reminder, state your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes.
Thank you. I'm Shauna Houghton, 113 Lakeland Drive. And Sherry Coulter and I are here on behalf of Smithville Lake Festival. We just want to simply say thank you to represent, like Ms. Shipley came to, and brought her family to one of our fundraisers. We didn't have a great turnout. Mr. Atkins came as well, but we chose to do it during the day and we learned. But we want to thank you guys for supporting. Mr. Hartman always answers my phone, always has liaison who I need to get a hold of because we're trying to work with businesses here in town. Obviously, Mr. Russell attends most of our meetings, so we thank you guys for reaching out and putting the aldermen in our meetings, so you understand what we're doing, collaborating those ideas out. And then most importantly, we want to thank Mr. Boley. The mayor has stepped up and jumped and said, I want to sponsor you guys. I want to cover helping you guys with the pancake breakfast. I want to help you guys. I want to sponsor the Miss Smithville. So it's been wonderful to see us collaborating with you guys. I feel like there's so much negativity lately in this room. And it's like simple arguments about some small amount of duplexes when we really need to be looking out for the entire community here. And I feel like none of us comes up here and says, thank you guys for your time. I know I've been working with Matt and we worked on an emergency plan with the leadership of the community on doing an emergency action plan for, I want to say all festivals, hopefully in the future, which is great conversation there. I know that Matt discouraged having the kids join our parade this year, but because of safety concerns. So maybe next year, someone mentioned maybe we'd have one parent walk through and say like they could pick their favorite person to walk through. So it's not just the child, it's that parent driving them back and forth to practices that are also in the parade as well. But I encourage all of you to be in our parade. Also, we're going to have city employees possibly helping volunteer. So we will get that list to him and we can try to get you guys on our sign up genius. But I'm just here to say thank you guys for your time. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you guys in June.
Thank you. Denise Harwood?
Denise Harwood, 106 Surrey Court, Smithville. I just come tonight again on behalf of the school district as interim superintendent of the school district and a resident of the city of Smithville. I moved my family here 11 years ago because of the school district. Information that's been shared with me is 96% of our community moves here for our schools, and I'm very proud of the work that we do. Just this year, we scored 91.3% on our APR, which means that we were the #1 in the Northland and #3 in the whole Kansas City Metro on our academic achievement. We have great schools and we have a great community. And, we need to strive to work together, school and community. And that's something we identify as improving those partnerships and working together. As you heard Mr. Blumker say, we need help with TIF financing for projects. My job is to represent the stakeholders of the school district. And on behalf of them, I ask that the aldermen reconsider what is going to be presented to you. Again, we did pass a resolution that said we would provide 0% incentive on residential TIFs for 0 years and only 50% for 10 years on commercial projects. And that's based on what we've researched around the whole Kansas City metro area. So on behalf of our kids, again, if you watch the TIF meeting, there was one gentleman that mentioned that just ask the folks for a levy and ask for more money. And if money continues to go to other projects instead of through residential, if those taxes are taken away, then we may have to do that. We want to be able to be competitive. We want to give our kids the very best education, and we're going to do that no matter what, but we just ask for your help as we move forward. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Christine Bunch.
Hi, Christine Bunch, 18608 Primrose. I'm hearing a lot of positivity happening in this room, and I think we all want the same thing. So that's good to hear tonight. And definitely thank you for all of your service. I do see everybody working in the community, and I do agree with Shauna that was said, to thank you guys. So I do appreciate that. I would like to ask the City of Smithville Aldermen to not vote at the Board of Aldermen meeting when it is on the agenda. I realize it's not now. On any TIF proposals until all negotiations by all other governing bodies in Smithville, Missouri, Mid-Continent libraries, other taxing jurisdictions, Smithville school districts, and Clay County, Missouri have a solid plan of understanding of how much and where tax dollars will be allocated. I don't think that was clearly stated. And to my knowledge, if you guys do vote on something at the Alderman meeting, I do not believe that there can be any changes. Maybe modest, very slight, but not big. And I think these are big changes that need to be clearly stated in the business plan. And there needs to be that solid plan of understanding of how much and where the tax dollars will be allocated. I'm hand delivering 5 signed letters from last night's peaceful protest here in front of City Hall. So, and I do believe there will be more coming in. Thank you.
Thank you. Linda, any other? Thank you. Any new business from the floor? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Thank you. Do I have a second?
Mayor, I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Stand adjourned.
Did anybody ask? Oh, where did you go?